Welcome back to the podcast. I was actually just watching JD's intro for his off the script yesterday. I didn't even know it was Roman Reigns' birthday, but he had a funny ass intro for his off the script, giving a happy birthday to the big dog yesterday, which was Roman Reigns' birthday yesterday. Which happy belated birthday, Roman Reigns, if you're watching, bro. Happy late birthday. But before we start the behind the curtain, we have a little side note, whatever's happened from yesterday. So one of you guys sent me a question on Twitter, which, again, if you guys, all social medias down below, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff, send me a question you asked me, saying, do you think Brock Lesnar will drop the belt at SummerSlam? Speaking of that, I have an article on Brock Lesnar about is he going to be at SummerSlam, and just get into it because it's going to be the first topic to talk about. The situation with Brock Lesnar. Nobody knows what his deal length is. Is it just to SummerSlam? That's it. And he's going to go back and do the UFC thing and train for the UFC. Then to the drugs situation where he can start training again. I don't know what's going to happen to Brock Lesnar, in my opinion. I don't know what's he doing. What's his contract length? In my opinion, he should drop the belt to Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins. He's, again, like I told you guys, he's a number one baby face in the company right now. I mean, dude, my fucking ringtone is fucking Seth Rollins' ringtone, okay? His damn ringtone, which finally went on sale this week, which I was like waiting for. Apple would not freaking have the damn ringtone on there. It took forever to get on there, but it's already number 2. It's number 2 ringtone downloaded in America or worldwide on Apple. It's number 2. The guy is over. He's he's in top 5 merchandise seller in the company. He is over, okay? What they're probably going to do, Roman Reigns will win the belt SummerSlam against Brock Lesnar, which is, to me, I mean, in his opinion, I don't care. If he wins the belt, he wins the belt. We can fast track to get the belt off of him and fast track him turning heel. Okay? But what I would do, Seth Rollins deserves to be the guy who faces Brock Lesnar in SummerSlam and to take the belt off of him. My opinion, right? In any sport or walk away, any sport you're in, the number one guy shows you why he's the number one guy. Prime example, the guy behind me last night, LeBron James. Everybody thought, oh, LeBron's not going to show up in Game 6. This is his last home game. He's not going to do nothing. What did he give you? He gave you 46, 8, and 9 last night. Okay? And what's he going to do on Sunday? He's going to win again. Why? Because he's the best player in the sport. Football. Okay, the Patriots, even though they lost to the Eagles, but look at Tom Brady's stats and tell me that dude did not give you everything he could give you at 40 years old. Okay? Baseball. Who's the best player in baseball? Usually it's either a pitcher or it's an outfielder. Right now, everybody says it's Mike Trout's the best player in baseball. Look at his stats. What's he doing? Showing he's the best player. Really can't say nothing about golf or hockey, but I mean, even when Tiger Woods was playing golf, what did he give you? He gave you everything he had. He won everything he could give you. Okay? Wrestling right now, Seth Rollins is the top guy. Wrestling's the only sport where the top guy is not being pushed as a top guy. Somebody else that people don't want is being pushed as a top guy. What kind of nonsense is that, man? The only sport, wrestling, number one guy is not being pushed like number one guy. I'm just telling you guys, Seth Rollins is the number one guy. He should be the person to take the belt off of Brock Lesnar. I don't care what anybody says. All the people who love Roman Reigns, he is not. He is not. He's not. When he turns heel, then he'll be the top guy. But not right now. Because listen, you can't tell me Roman Reigns cannot cut a great heel promo. Go look up his promo against when he was in NXT. And he was a heel. That was what he should be doing right now. I mean, we blame The Rock, right? We blame The Rock. Everybody's saying, oh, we blame The Rock. If The Rock would not have shown us what he could do by turning heel, you know what I'm saying? But Roman Reigns should turn heel again. But right now, Seth Rollins is the number one guy in the company. Hopefully he gets his shot at SummerSlam, which if Brock is leaving, hopefully Seth takes the belt off him because he's earned it. He's earned it. I don't care what anybody says. He's earned it. Okay? Now, as far as Braun Strowman, you probably say, oh, then what do you do with Braun Strowman? I'm sorry. They've cooled Braun Strowman off the past, 4 or 5 weeks to the point where Seth is overtaking him. The funny thing was, coming out of WrestleMania, we're like, hopefully now this is where they push Braun Strowman. Now he can be the top guy, but Seth is past him. He's past him. So, we're going to get into this Behind the Curtain, episode 8, part number 2. I mean, we got speculation on when is Brock going to come back. We got news on Jim Ross, who he believes who's the top guy. SmackDown ratings go down again, but what does this mean for Fox? What does Fox think about it? Mauro Ranallo opens up why he left SmackDown, and potentially another boring match is added to Money in the Bank, which will be another bathroom break match. So we can cover all those topics here on Behind the Curtain, episode 8, part number 2. Be right back, guys.
Yeah.
DJ the real.
The way we put this shit together, you know what I mean? Punch on the real, make the beat, you know what I mean? I got this man on the saxophone.
Alright, guys, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get into this Brock Lesnar speculation of when the Beast will return. Let's see what we got here, guys. Wait for it to load up. PW Mania. Again, people are asking where I get myself from. PW Mania, Cage Side Seats, occasionally no DQ.com. Okay? Alright. During a recent edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, RingsideNews.com, Brian Alvarez recently spoke about Brock Lesnar's return to the ring. Here's what he had to say. He is not on Money in the Bank, which we all know. He's out on Money in the Bank. So he says, so my guess is when they first announced that he re-signed a deal, I did have someone tell me that they believe he was going to be going through SummerSlam. So all we know is that it's a short-term deal, which I speculate on is a short-term deal because, again, I think Brock really wants to go back to do his UFC thing. So either he's just going to be here until SummerSlam, drops the belt, goes away, maybe comes back for his rematch at the Royal Rumble or something like that. It's a short-term deal. I believe it is. So what we mean is Brock either shows up at Extreme Rules or Money in the Bank. Extreme Rules or SummerSlam, in my opinion. I mean, that's what Brian Alvarez has to say. But again, I think Brock will be back at SummerSlam. What they'll probably do, for example, is, again, I have The Miz win the Money in the Bank briefcase. So what they'll probably do at Extreme Rules will probably be, for example, let's say Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, who else on the show? Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Bobby Roode, or Elias, or some of those type of mixture, like they had last time. A fatal 4-way winner faces Brock at SummerSlam. And Roman will probably win. That's probably what it will be. I think Seth Rollins will probably face Elias at SummerSlam. That's what I'm looking at probably right now. So it's what I think they'll probably do. A fatal 4-way at Extreme Rules. Winner faces Brock at SummerSlam. And they'll be the big dog. Listen here. If Roman Reigns is going to face Brock Lesnar, at least make it a Hell in a Cell. Something entertaining. Something entertaining. Not just make it a one-on-one match or something like that. If it's going to be truly Brock's last match, make it an entertaining match. Brock versus Roman, Hell in a Cell. Or Brock versus Roman. Okay, I was going to say last man standing, but we would not want to say that because Roman will probably get up from everything. Brock versus Roman, 3 stages of hell. Make it something exciting that the people are going to like. You're making the main event of SummerSlam. This is like the 8th time we've seen the match. Make it entertaining. Brock versus Roman, either Hell in a Cell, 3 stages of hell. Those 2 matches right there. If it's going to be that match, make it entertaining. Okay? So, that's the speculation of Brock. He'll probably be back at SummerSlam, like I said. Okay. Let's get into the Jim Ross details here. Jim Ross says, Braun Strowman is the future top guy in WWE by 2019. Well, listen here, Jim Ross. Like I was telling you guys earlier, they have cooled Braun Strowman down quite a bit. You can see now Seth Rollins has leaped past him to be the top guy, like I told you guys already. Braun still can be a top guy, which we'll get into news about Fox. We'll get into news about Fox. He still can be a top guy. Let's see what Jim Ross has to say. Add another believer to the team Strowman. The build of Braun Strowman's character has been a hot button issue since WrestleMania 34. Why wasn't Strowman in a bigger angle heading into WrestleMania? Isn't Strowman the most over guy in the roster? Is he being booked in too many comedy spots? Which we all believe too. We're like, I think this was the first single match Braun Strowman's had on even wrestling or TV since in a while. Probably since the Big Show angle. It was like 2 months straight where Braun Strowman was booked into either tag team situations or handicap matches or whatever. This is like his first single match, I think, since the Big Show. Despite what some may view as Strowman holding the same pattern over and over, tag teams, comedy spots, Jim Ross believes Braun Strowman can be a top guy as soon as 2019. I like the continued advancement of Braun Strowman. He's not being force-fed to me. True. I think he's going to be the next big thing in 2019. I wouldn't do it before then. I don't think he's quite ready for it, which, again, I agree with Jim Ross for it. But, man, you can see him getting better and better each week. Braun Strowman, in my opinion, is the future in WWE. Okay. Keyword Jim Ross said there. He's not being force-fed, is what Roman Reigns has been done to us the last 4 or 5 years now. Force-fed down our throats. Vince is like, I don't want to use the old Ric Flair line, but it's like, Vince is using the old Ric Flair line. You don't have to like it. You have to learn to love it, which is what Vince is trying to do for Reigns. He's trying to make us learn to love it, and we're rejecting it because we don't love it. We don't love Roman Reigns being pushed down our throats. Again, there's other people that we like. Okay, so Braun's not being force-fed down our throats. I mean, again, Braun's not won the title since the tag team title. It's the only title he's won in the company. He's been there since what? 2016? The only title he's won. What else we got here? He believes it'll be the next big thing by 2019. Now, let's just say, for example, 2019, you might have Undisputed on the roster. You might have Aleister Black on the roster. I don't think Ricochet will be up there yet. But you'll have Undisputed probably with Adam Cole, which I think Adam Cole can be a top guy. No question. He can be a top guy. I would say it. When Aleister Black hits the main roster, Vince McMahon will see that dude. You have no choice. If Vince McMahon, he will have no choice. Aleister Black's freaking gimmick is A1, baby. It is A1. I mean, I just think, like, look at the potential what they could freaking have and do. You have Aleister Black, Finn Balor, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, AJ, Nakamura, Seth Rollins, Strowman, Adam Cole. I mean, Samoa Joe, Daniel Bryan, Jeff Hardy, Ciamis. I mean, and you're pushing Roman Reigns. Get my drift? And you're pushing Roman Reigns with all that talent that's just sitting there. And they're booking this. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I don't... As much people say they hold the WWE creative team like the fault, which, again, I can see that. But listen here. Let's just say they have some great ideas, okay? You send your idea, but who has the final say on whatever you're writing? It's Vince McMahon. I don't hold the creative team too much because, again, say they have a great idea. Vince is like, I don't like the idea. Change it. You're like, but Vince, this is a good idea. Change it. And then when you give it back to Vince, it's like, I like that idea. But the idea had before was better than this one. I like this one better. So, I mean, as much people say they blame creative, I blame Vince McMahon because he has the final say of what goes on your TV screens. You know what I'm saying? So I can't fully blame the creative team on everything. Vince McMahon has the final say. If he doesn't like it, doesn't like it. Then Jim Ross said by 2019, in my humble opinion, Jim Ross, I mean, I think they'll have to put Braun Strowman on SmackDown, which we'll get into the news about Fox wanting primetime wrestlers. They want big names for Fox, which I agree. I mean, to me, SmackDown will be the #1 show because it's going to be aired on Fox Network. No offense, even though Raw's going to be on Monday still. I mean, as long as SmackDown is still live on Friday, it will be the #1 show. I'm sorry, it will be the #1 show. And then what else did Jim Ross have to say? Jim Ross had to say he'd be the future-led guy in his opinion by 2019. Again, I mean, I just believe there's so many other wrestlers that, I mean, Braun can be a staple. He can be a #2 or #3 guy in my opinion, but he could be a #1 guy. I'm not gonna say he can't be, but I just believe right now the role that Seth Rollins is on. I mean, he's carrying that mantle, man, and he's running with it. He is running with it. So, I mean, I have no disagreement with Jim Ross. I mean, I like Braun Strowman, but I just right now believe it's Seth Rollins' freaking time. So we'll save the SmackDown news for the last segment because it's gonna be a big discussion. But okay, another potential match, another potential bathroom break match. We already have Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal, which I'll be taking my bathroom break on that, and then we have another potential bathroom break match. Dave Meltzer's reported that another match that could be added to Money in the Bank, which y'all know Money in the Bank is a 4-hour long show. Sami Zayn versus boring Bobby Lashley. Okay. Based on recent storylines, there's a speculation online by Dave Meltzer that WWE will be adding Sami Zayn versus Bobby Lashley to the Money in the Bank card. Oh my god. I mean, of all the people, no offense, Sami Zayn's doing great work. He's doing great work. But it's just like, damn, you stop me with this, dude. You stop me with boring babyface Bobby Lashley. Like, you could put with anybody else. I mean, hell, you could have put, honestly, in my opinion, you could have put Sami Zayn against Bobby Roode. I think that would have been a great dynamic. But you have, hell, Elias versus, no, they could have flipped roles. Elias could have got, you could put Elias with Bobby Lashley. That would have worked. Isn't that the first thing that Bobby Lashley came back? He suplexed, didn't he suplex Elias when he came back? He did. What the hell? How did Bobby Roode get stuck with Elias? Oh my god, man. These people. Anyways, Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn is on speculation by Dave Meltzer. It will happen. What payback does Bobby Lashley have in store for Sami Zayn? Alright. Wait, I don't want to read this rest of this crap. Who cares? I already know what happened. Anyways. Sami Zayn versus Bobby Lashley. I don't care. Listen here. We're going to be doing live reactions again for Money in the Bank. But, I mean, there's just 2 matches already on the show I don't care about. This is why, I don't know why they made it 4 hours now. So, yeah, meaningless matches on the show which nobody's going to care about. Lashley versus Zayn. Roman versus Mahal. Skip. We have 2 more segments. Let's get into this, more Ronaldo opens up the reason why he left SmackDown. The reason for more Ronaldo departure from SmackDown Live last year is not what... Listen, there was reports of JBL bullied more Ronaldo, which we all heard about those stipulations of him bullying more Ronaldo, and then Ronaldo left because due to the bullying, and plus I thought he had some type of, I don't want to say, was it is a type of depression? Yeah, he had depression. So he was bullied by JBL, and he also had the depression where he didn't feel like coming back to the situation, which I could agree. If you're being bullied and you also have depression, why would you come back to that type of situation, right? So I don't know if I'm going to read right here if he's going to be completely honest about it, about him being bullied, or is he going to open up a different avenue? Let's see what he has to say. Ronaldo, now the play-by announcer for NXT, which is doing a great job with Nigel McGuinness and the other dude, Percy Watson. he's just there. Said Monday on MMA Fighting, MMA Fightings, the MMA Hour, that he left the WWE show due to obstacles with his mental health, which we said the depression. Ronaldo is open about having bipolar disorder. And a documentary about his life and his struggles premiere Friday on Showtime. Oh, that's cool. Is it this Friday? Which was yesterday? We'll check it out. I'll see if it's on there. I might have to watch that. The road traveled destroyed me. Ronaldo told Hawaii. At the time, there was reports that Ronaldo was leaving SmackDown due to issues with color commentary, JBL, which I said. Ronaldo has previously denied those rumors, of course. He's probably denied to protect whatever JBL has left, because we already knew that the reports came out he was being bullied by JBL. So we already know that. Even though if he's going to deny it, try to say, oh, that's not what happened. But that's what we know what happened. On Monday, he denied a breakdown he had at Chicago O'Hare Airport. Ronaldo said he had to call his confidant, MMA legend Frank Shamrock, and Bas Runet from the airport, and tell them he needed out. The travel schedule, which we all know that big travel schedule is hectic, was too much for him. Ronaldo was juggling the weekend grind of SmackDown with his commentaries as a play-by-play man for Showtime Boxing, Glory Kickboxing, MMA, and more. I said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. It's killing me, Ronaldo said, and I thought I was done with the entire company. He was not. 2 months later, WWE brought Ronaldo back as the voice of NXT. Now he only has to travel once a month to Orlando for NXT tapings, plus the 5 NXT takeover shows per year. My relationship with them has never been better. No, it should put my relationship with Triple H has never been better. That's what it should be. Has been better. Ronaldo said, and honestly, as much as there are two sides to every story, the actual truth for me was my mental health wasn't going to allow me to maintain the schedule much longer. Ronaldo said Triple H and Michael Cole were intrigued to bring him to WWE and bring him back to NXT. He said he loves the product and gushes on the MMA Hour about the 5-star match between Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa from last month's NXT TakeOver New Orleans. It's a tailor-made for my lifestyle, Ronaldo said, of NXT, and the fact that Triple H and Michael Cole wanted me there are all still a part of the family. And I love the WWE. Again, you can kind of see in the article Ronaldo's trying to put JBL in the, like, hey, that wasn't the real reason, but I mean the disorder and the depression is the reason why he left. But I mean JBL was a factor in that. Let's not say JBL wasn't a factor into why Ronaldo left. He played a factor plus the depression. That's the reason why he left. But again, Triple H bringing him back. Again, when Ronaldo left, news came out, which even people did know Ronaldo he does Showtime boxing. If you guys do not know, Ronaldo does all the Showtime boxing events. I learned about Ronaldo because I used to order all Mayweather's fights. There was this guy that was like, damn, who's this guy that's doing really great work? He's like making Mayweather seem like, you know what I'm saying? I like what he's saying. And then his more Ronaldo. And then when I knew he was being hired by WWE, I'm like, doesn't that dude, the guy that does the Showtime boxing? He's really freaking good. So Ronaldo coming to WWE, I was like, okay, he's going to be a good big deal. He's going to be on SmackDown. He's going to do good work. But again, Vince McMahon plays a part to everything. I mean, there's certain things you can't say, certain things you can't do. And then Vince McMahon dumbed down Ronaldo. And then JBL bullied him. And then he left the company. And he's back in NXT, which is doing great work in NXT. Which, never want to see anybody be bullied, but he's doing great work in NXT, which I'm glad he's there. Because when Corey Graves left, I'm like, who's going to fill Corey Graves' spot? Then they brought Tom Phillips, was there with Percy Watson. And then they brought in Nigel McGuinness. Tom Phillips goes to do SmackDown. And then they bring in Nigel McGuinness. So we have McGuinness, Percy Watson, and Ronaldo. All three of them do great work. Even though we can say two of them do the great work. But, I mean, Percy Watson's just there. But he adds his certain things in and outs, which I'm okay with it. But I'm glad Ronaldo is even back, man. Because I was about to be like, damn, man. They're going to let a great commentary go because of they don't like the way he calls matches. I'm like, why did you hire the guy for like the way he calls your matches? But it's what it is. I'm glad he's back, man. Let's get into this last article here. Okay, SmackDown ratings went down again. We all know that, which, I mean, it happens. NBA playoffs are freaking great. So, they're going up against the Western Conference Final, which was I think it was Game 4, I believe. Yeah, it was Game 4. Game 4 of the Rockets and the Warriors. I mean, listen here. Anytime there's playoffs on TV, you're going to have ratings going to go down for SmackDown Raw. It just is going to happen. Okay, so we'll get into the ratings going down, and also about Fox wants big name people. Okay, which I agree. I want them too. If I'm giving you all this money, $1 billion for 5 years, I want big name people. Okay, even though Fox, I mean, if they knew wrestling inside out, they know SmackDown has some more big name wrestlers than Raw right now. But let's get into the article. You can say the same thing the Generals say yesterday about Raw numbers. The ratings and viewership for SmackDown May 22nd episode on the USA Network stunk. But it really doesn't matter right now because they are stable, performing better than ever. Oh my God. People, the way they write these stuff, man. Like, just write it regularly. Okay. But it really doesn't matter right now because they're stable right now, performing better than everything other than other live are offering, which you can say that besides the NBA right now. And therefore, still worth a lot of money to broadcasters. With a bunch of segments around in advance and a Daniel Bryan, Jeff Hardy showdown at the top of the list, the Blue Brand audience lost more than 100,000 viewers from the weeks prior to this week they drew 2.1, is another of this month's new low since Halloween's last year figures. Still, it was the 7th biggest attendance along cable originals on the night behind the NBA, which the Western Conference Final, Game 4, which I told you was right on the money. It was right on the money. It was Game 4 of Golden State versus Rockets, which drew... Did they have the ratings? They didn't have the ratings for that, but that's what's on. The rankings among 18 to 49 years old was also down to a new low of 0.68. Third biggest of the night behind basketball. Here's a list, which we don't want to go through the past. If you want to, let's go ahead right here. May 15th, 2.3. May 8th, 2.2. May 1st, 2.44. April 24th, 2.5. April 17th, 2.8. April 10th, 2.9. Okay, this is the whole year. I'm not trying to do that. Okay. Let's get into this other article by, it was on K-Side Seats. SmackDown, well, I should say, reread it. Fox wants big name talent. Okay, listen here. Fox wants big name talent. Let's get into the article. As everybody knows, Fox is now going to be the new home to SmackDown Live. So, what does this mean for SmackDown? Fox has already reported that they want big name guys to be on the show when it airs on Fox next October. Certain people are now saying, what does this mean for Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, or Seth Rollins? Would one of them or two of them probably move over to SmackDown just to help out the ratings? Okay, that's his report right there. But listen here, like I was saying, if Fox would do the research, they have AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Nakamura, potentially John Cena, potentially Undertaker when they come back. They float before each shows. You have Asuka, you have Charlotte, you have Ciamis. I just named, that's what, 8 people, and I didn't even name the Miz or the New Day or the Usos or the Sanity. Listen here, the only thing I can see happening right now is for next year. Okay, I think AJ Styles will probably go over to Raw. Okay, he's been on SmackDown since his debut. Oh, not since his debut, but he's been on SmackDown for the past 2 years. I can potentially see AJ going over to Raw. You bring me Seth Rollins, which will probably still be the top guy in the company by next year. Bring me Seth Rollins. You probably move Randy Orton over to Raw. Okay, he's been on SmackDown for the past couple years. I'd probably move Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman. That'd be probably the only 2 people I would move over to SmackDown. I mean, because who doesn't like Braun Strowman? And Seth Rollins, I think, couldn't carry that mantle. But again, then you move AJ Styles. I mean, but listen, I think, honest opinion, I think SmackDown will do okay. As long as it's live, they'll do okay, in my opinion. As long as it's live, they'll do okay. So, I don't think there's anything they need to worry about right now. The problem is you got to book consistently decent shows. Okay, I said the past couple weeks you have decent shows. But the problem is what happened. Jinder Mahal killed all your momentum. Like, let me see if I can go back lower. Jinder Mahal killed your momentum. Look at this. When was Mahal champion? He was champion. They only have up here till November 7th. Let's look at this. November 7th. You're at 2.6 million viewers on November 7th. So I think it will still work out. It'll still work out its best. But, my manager for work. What does he want? It's too early. It's too early for this. Anyways, again, I think they'll do it right. As long as they book consistently decent shows, people will watch. That's all that matters. You book consistently good shows that I can care about, have reasons for me to care about. That's all that matters in wrestling. That's all we ask for as wrestling fans. You book consistently good shows, good storytelling. We'll bring everybody back. That's all that matters, people. It's all that matters. Oh, whatever. That's all that matters. You book consistently good shows and good storytelling. Viewers will follow. That's all that matters. Alright, guys. So that was episode 8, part number 2. We'll see what the hell we can find for tomorrow. Because, Jesus, I literally went through everything that was news-wise today. That was literally everything. Oh, my God. I keep calling it episode 8, part 2. It's episode 9, part 2. But we'll see what we can find tomorrow, man. If worst case again, I'll tell you guys. Alright, I'll tell you guys right now in advance. Send me your Q&As. Okay, in case I can't find nothing that's still important. Send me your Q&As. We'll do some Q&A stuff. Just in case. For backup. Because I literally went over everything else I could find today. Alright? Hope you guys have a blessed, safe day. We're back here tomorrow for episode 9, part number 3. Have a great and blessed, safe day.
Yeah. put this shit together, you know what I mean?